Hello everyone. Today we will continue to watch Love is Sweet. Wan orders his men to follow Zhang, robs and destroys Yang's mobile phone. Not only her mobile phone is stolen, but she also injured when she fell. Shuai anxiously waits for Zhang, who is not returned home late at night. When he sees Zhang limping back, he runs to her quickly, carries her into the apartment, and bandages her wound. Zhang tells him that her mobile phone had evidence against Wan, but it was a pity that it was stolen. Shuai tells her that she was in a very dangerous situation and that she should not investigate any further. He'll help her find the broken phone. Feeling the crisis, Wan finds Du Lei and tells him what he had done last night. He also says that a small character like Zhang is overcomprehensive. Du Lei thinks that Wan had gone too far and advises him not to hurt Zhang, just take care of himself first. Because he can't contact Zhang, he goes to her apartment to wait for her. Shuai meets Du Lei and warns him again not to continue pestering Zhang. Du Lei finds that Shuai is so excited for Zhang, so he deliberately says something ambiguous with Zhang to anger him. Shuai punched Du Lei hard in the face. Zhang sees it, and she accuses Shuai of being so rude to her friends. Shuai warns her to take care of her sheepfold, don't wait to bring the wolf into the room, and then ask him for help. Du Lei knows that Zhang was injured. He tells her that when the opponent is a savage, you have to be more savage than him. Linda asks him how it is going now. Du Lei said that Zhang has become a dagger stuck in the enemy's chest. Linda notices him not to hurt himself with the dagger, and she arranges for her subordinates to monitor Du Lei's actions. Zhang meets Tang Xin again, hoping that she can protect herself with the law. The other side, Shuai found Mr. Luo from Wangxing Entertainment, hope he can take over as the new chairman of Wangxing Entertainment. When Zhang is washing her hair at home, the water cut off because she forgot to pay the water bill. And the manager has already got off work, so she can't pay the water bill immediately. Therefore, she must go to Shuai's room to apologize and borrow the bathroom to wash her hair. While Zhang is washing her hair, the dog run in. In a panic, she not only kicked Shuai's head, but also trampled his hand. When Zhang uses an ice pack to ice him, she sees her broken mobile phone on the table. Shuai tells her that he was looking for someone to rush to repair the data in his mobile phone, but it was very difficult, and he still had to rely on Tang Xin to testify. Zhang also knows that Shuai was planning to find Luo now to replace Wan Shan. She blames him, since he also felt that Wan had a problem. Why does he blame her in the first place? Shuai tells her that it is because without evidence, any reckless behavior would put her in a dangerous situation. Zhang says that she thought she was fighting alone before, and she didn't expect anyone to help her. She forms an alliance with Shuai and promises to report all future actions to him. Because of Zhang's encouragement to Tang, she summoned the courage to find a lawyer to sue Wan. Wangxing Entertainment's scandal quickly fermented in the media, although it will be an impact on Wan's position in the company, and he will be forced to be removed. But it will also lead to the failure of Wangxing's listing, which will have a negative impact on the interests of MH. Now the whole MH is in a hurry with this sudden incident. Zhang knows that it was because of her recklessness that the situation was out of control. Shuai rush out to control the field. He tells everyone that Mr. Luo would be the new president of Wangxing, and arranged new work content for everyone. Wan meets with Du Lei again. He knows that Zhang was guided by him, and she encouraged Tang to sue him, in order to deliberately force him to seek help from Du Lei. Therefore, Wangxing Entertainment will not cooperate with MH in the future and will turn to GE instead. That night, President Wan threatens Tang with indecent photos of her, and asks her to cooperate with him. The next day, Tang Xin withdraws the lawsuit. Moreover, the public opinion on the internet also criticizes Tang, thinking that she is maliciously hyping her for fame. Colleagues also revealed photos of Zhang and Du Lei meeting. The whole company was discussing that Zhang was a spy sent by GE, and even Shuai, who had been helping her, was involved. Zhang decides to persuade Tang. Du Lei came to Tang's house first. He advises her to cooperate well as long as she won't do anything that threaten President Wan. When Wangxing is successfully listed, he will settle the public opinion on the internet. Zhang is turned away by Tang. She persuaded her outside the door. Don't run away. Break free from the shackle others gave her. Fight with fate and find her true self. These words not only shocked Tang's heart greatly, but also shook Du Lei's inner world. Wangxing Entertainment suddenly holds an emergency meeting and asks the person in charge of MH in this case to attend together. Shuai knows that Wangxing Company has begun to act, so, before attending the meeting, he asks Zhang to retrieve the recovered collection materials. Zhang comes to collect information. She doesn't expect that the person who repaired the phone is the person Lily had been secretly in love with. At the meeting, Wangxing not only announced the permanent termination of the cooperation with MH, but also dismissed the company's general manager Luo. Zhang arrives in time with the restored recording and video. But Mr. Wan takes out the photos of their previous meeting with Luo. He says it is all a conspiracy to force him to abdicate. At a critical juncture, Tang finally conquered her inner fear. She is willing to accuse Wan as a witness. They successfully dismisses President Wan, let Mr. Luo become the new CEO. The company is very satisfied with Shuai and Zhang resolving the crisis this time. MH ended Zhang Jun's internship early and let her officially join MH. Linda is very dissatisfied with Du Lei, because she had reminded him long ago not to be hurt by Zhang. The only ones who can help him now are her and Ge, and she makes him obey her words in the future. But Du Lei was baptized by Yang's words a few days ago. He wants to be himself and never let others restrain him. So, he decides to leave Ge. Lily wants to invite her crush Xiao Chuan to a movie, but she tried several times and failed. Because he helped Zhang repair her mobile phone, so, she begs Zhang to help her ask Xiao Chuan out to watch a movie together. Although Zhang is not familiar with him, in order to help Lily find love, she could only shamelessly beg Shuai to help her get him out. Unexpectedly, he is Shuai's cousin, so, Shuai easily asks him out. But as a reward, when they go to the movies, they have to bring Shuai with them. In the cinema, Lily bought 4 movie tickets, but it's 2 different movies. This way, no one can disturb Lily and Xiao Chuan on their first date. One day, the manager comes to apologize for failing to pay her water bill last time. Tells her that she can actually ask the original landlord to pay for it, and that landlord is Shuai who lives next door to her. After Zhang Jun's investigation, she found out that the person who had previously teamed up with the landlord to evict her was also Shuai. Zhang is very dissatisfied with everything Shuai did. She hates Shuai dictating her life. Zhang thinks that he is fooling her. And she will move out from his apartment. Shuai doesn't expect Zhang to treat him like this. He is very sad. He changes his flight ticket and leaves this sad city as soon as possible. After Shuai left, Zhang is harassed by Manager Ma. Manager Ma forced Zhang to accompany his clients to drink with him in the evening. Yang's colleague finds out and immediately sends a message to Shuai, tell him that Zhang might be in trouble at night. Shuai Domineering orders his clients to sign up immediately. He buys the latest flight to fly back to Shanghai. At the wine bureau, Zhang is poured a lot of wine by the client. Even if she pretends to be allergic, the client would not let her go, and Manager Ma would not help her either. Du Lei calls Zhang. He heard that Zhang Jun had been drunk, and immediately goes to rescue her. Just as the client was poking at the drunk Zhang, Shuai rush in and takes Zhang away. Du Lei soon comes to the door of the restaurant, and he keep calling Zhang. Shuai answers the phone for Zhang. When Du Lei heard that it was Shuai who answered the call, he knows that he is still one step behind. Shuai asks Zhang to admit her mistake. Zhang admits that she shouldn't drink during work hours. But he says he is angry because she didn't resist Manager Ma's unreasonable demands. Zhang says there is nothing she could do. Could she violate the leader's order? Shuai presses Zhang Jun's head and says, but why did she dare to resist his orders? Zhang breaks free from him and stands staggering on the steps. Shuai asks her to jump off, and he would catch her. But Zhang says she wouldn't trust him like she did when she was a child. They had a similar situation in their childhood, and Shuai did not catch her. But what she didn't know was that it wasn't that he didn't catch her. In order to catch her, Shuai was seriously injured himself. This time, Shuai got her. Zhang laying in his arms, talking drunk, and assured him that she would not be at the mercy of others in the future. He looks at her tenderly and promised her that he would never let her leave him again. Next. Manager Ma wants to criticize Yang's attitude last night. Will Zhang still be at the mercy of others? Shuai has been waiting for her. Will she move back in? Thanks everyone for watching. See you next time.